New York, get the blood money. Real niggas smoking loud ass weed. Still counting my math. La Marina. Summertime, I be in the spot. On the hood shit. Smell me, niggas off. DC got love for me. Young niggas sipping all that lean. Just slowing them down. Real
got history around this joint, man. See how you still got little dudes, man. All this change, you gotta think, Slim, like, all this, as far as you can see, all this shit 5 years old. That's it. Like, all these buildings, that's it. That's about 8 months old, like, yeah. And you got a city, man, changing right up under these dudes, and they can't get no leverage. They can't hold on, you know what I'm saying? It's really a sad thing to watch. I'm like one of the only people, man, from around here that made it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, though, I don't rap, I don't play no sport. You know what I'm saying? I made it helping people, education stuff. That's unheard of where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And every day, that's what I get up to do, though. Try to help those who can't really get no traction. Dudes come home from prison, or just young dudes out here in the street, try to help them get jobs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case, because it's tough, man. It's tough.
It's Patisdope, and I'm here with
Tony Lewis.
First off, I'm gonna say my man Tony Lewis ain't get Hollywood on me, man. We've been supposed to link up, then I reached back out to my nigga, and he ain't get celebrity Hollywood on me, and we out here. It's what, 10 degrees?
Yeah, about that.
Big time community outreach. We got charities, adopt a block.
Sure.
What else we got?
We got, man, mentoring kids with incarcerated parents, turkey giveaways, toy drives, feed homeless shelters. You know what I'm saying? You know, and also just really, you know, anti-violence marches and all that kind of stuff, man. Just helping the community.
Let's talk about your relationship with Wale and how that's basically moving. And we got a lot of people still hating.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people supporting. We just sold our show, was amazing. Like, how do you feel about people now trying to get down?
Yeah.
I need your honest opinion.
Yeah. I mean, for me, my scope on that is that, you know, this is a very opinionated place. You know, I think you're right. I think I see the wave in terms of now people want to get down. It wasn't before, but I think that's okay. When you at the front of the pack, that's what happens, man. Some people you got to take a little longer to convince them or what have you. You know what I mean? I think what we need to really focus on more, in my opinion, is that, you know, this guy done really done something that birthed a real culture in this town. People say what they want, but every kid in every hood want to rap now. He indirectly responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that's notable other than him in this town, he's played a part in their careers, either directly or indirectly, man. So, you know, I think we're moving in the right direction, and you know, I also salute people like Booby and Garvey. You know, Oi Boys, Circle Boys, Big Wax, you know, guys who was doing it, you know, before it got cool to do. Like, it's cool to rap now. I'm 34, it wasn't cool when I was coming up, you know what I'm saying? We ain't rap, you was trying to be from New York if you rap. So it took a certain fortitude to step out there and want to rap if you in our age bracket, you know what I mean? So I salute those guys also.
Let's talk DC or nothing. A lot of niggas out here saying it, you know, they don't really know who originated it. I'm not gonna say they don't really know, because a lot of people do know, but a lot of niggas like, yo, who originated it? Why? Like, give me the whole situation on the whole DC or nothing.
Alright, so about 2010, late 2010, there was a lot of infighting going on in the local rap scene, right? That I would observe, you know what I'm saying? Wale being a friend of mine, yeah, me and Wale, we met. Used to be a club over there called Mirrors. It was doing the Nike Boost video shoot, and you know, we got introduced by a mutual friend, man, and that was like 08, I think, 07, 08, because I was on me and Cornell was on American Gangster, well, Cornell American Gangster, but I was on it with him, and it was right around the same time. It was 08, you know what I mean? So we've been pushing ever since. Just like, yo, what can I do to kind of, you know what I mean, put my 2 cents in to try to break peace and bring, you know, some kind of solidarity. So I started hashtagging that on Twitter, like, man, DC or nothing, and we really not about that. And if we want, you know, this movement or whatever, DC local rap scene to go where they wanted to go, and they got to show some unity. So I would step in several little situations concerning Ralph, and then that's where it kind of was birthed out of. And at the same time, one of my little homies got killed on Peach Street, a couple blocks from here. And then a white dude got killed on 4th Avenue, which is a block from there. We gotta all, you know, understand that we're one, and when one, you know, somebody get hurt in our city, we gotta feel a way about it. You know what I'm saying? No life is greater than the other.
What do you hear when you go out of town about DC, and what bothers you the most that they say?
I think when I go out of town, I think it's on the street level, it's respect for DC, you know what I'm saying? Guys that's been in the feds with DC guys, all from all over the country, got a certain reverence, but also I think when we hear about that sometimes DC dudes, you know, in the jail system anyway, that we not to be trusted, that we cruddies, you know, things like that. I think it's a lack of unity sometimes though outside the jail system. I think people don't see us as being unified and being together. And I think sometimes the people from here that get outside of here don't necessarily represent unity to those people.
Another honest question. DMV State of Hip Hop. Are we good right now? Because I mean, if it's 5 people that could talk on that, could speak on that, and really probably being honest and respecting it, you one of them. So how do you feel right now?
Hey, son, how you?
Hey, man,
okay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. I would like to see more lyricism. I like to see more unity, and that unity don't necessarily mean that everybody gotta sing Kumbaya though. See, that ain't my thing. My thing is just we don't have to hate though. You know what I mean? That don't mean we gotta do songs, y'all gotta do songs together and all that. Just, man, do your thing, represent the city well. So I like to see more unity, man. I like to see more lyricism, you know, and more people talking about who we are and what we are in the way in which we talk.
Let's give us a brief background about Pops. Big time name.
Yeah.
How was it growing up?
Like growing up was well, the first 9 years of my life was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Almost like you know, I was rich. You know what I'm saying, as a child, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, but after that, my father went to jail in '89.
Okay.
You know, biggest drug conspiracy in the history of the city. You know what I'm saying? Alleged partner, Rachel Edmond. And so after that, life changes. You know what I'm saying? Things get topsy-turvy. Really, the realities of what that lifestyle brings. You got life in prison, and then he was, you know, shipped to Lombard, California. He served the first 14 years in California. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna hand over. You know what I'm saying? So everything that come along with growing up in Washington D.C. in the late '80s, early '90s. That's what I grew up in. You know what I mean? Drugs, violence, you know, whatever. And I had to survive that. You know?
Was it devastating when it all stopped? I mean, how devastating? Yeah, how devastating?
Oh, completely. Because my dad wasn't a big drug dealer. He was my dad. You know what I'm saying? So when you take an active father out of a child's life like that, you know, it disrupted everything about my mom. You know what I'm saying? She really took that tough, had a nervous breakdown and things like that. So I kind of lost both my parents in the way that I had them, you know what I'm saying, prior to that, to him going to prison. So, yeah, man, that was really a devastating thing for me. And then again, you got to think about too, what was going on in this city at that time. You know what I'm saying? In terms of my formative years. So your formative years is say 10 to 18. Okay. That's 1990 to 98. I grew up in that, you know, right here on this block, man, where everything was going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was tough. I got shot at. Police jumping out.
Coming through with some young Surreal goons. Rest in peace to Boo. Used to rock the mellow #2. That was 02, maybe 03. Oh, please stop it. You're origami. I'm finna fold crew.